Hi guys, this is the last lesson. We should finish it in this lesson, okay? And the sunflower. So we have it all ready to go, and we don't need to do very much more with the flower. I can do more highlights and things like that for you. But let me do that last. If I need more highlights, I'll do them last because I want to show you some new stuff. So those of you who've been following the video, we went through all these steps here. So what I'm going to do now is add some background little flowers and petals. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take a flat brush, flat chiseled edge synthetic brush or a sable, and I'm going to put some, let me see, some green on one side and yellow on the other. And then with the green side down, we'll just touch and pull out some leaves. Touch, just touch if you want. You don't even have to do much of anything. And you can add a little bit of reds or anything to them, put in whatever colors you want. There we go. Have some dark ones and light ones. And that way, then where the light is shining, you can brighten them up a little bit, and down here you can darken them up a little bit. So you can put in as many petals as you want. Just put some green on there. Green and some yellow and green and red, whatever colors you want. And put in these little. So if you touch, I'm afraid to move this because it might, let's see. I'll start over here for you. So if you take your flat brush and you touch, you'll get a nice little petal like that. See? Touch, touch. See that? So that's just a matter of touching. If you touch the flat side, you'll get that look. If you touch the chiseled edge and it's, let's say, horizontal, then just touch and you'll get those shapes. So just try different ways of using your brush, okay? You turn it from side to side and flip it around, do whatever you can. So just touch and put these little pretty petals on. Can you see that? So what I did over there, same I'm doing over here. So I'm just putting some of those on for you. It's where the light is up here, so I'm just touching. There we go. Maybe I'll put a little bit of red in there. So you can put on whatever you want. I'm just putting them everywhere. You can have different colors. You don't want to distract away from the flower too much, but it's nice to see that maybe there's some trees behind there or leaves. So you can put as many on as you want. There we go. All the colors. I put some red and burnt umber together and just threw it on my brush and started touching. Touch. Touch. Good. So that's that much. Touch. Touch. There's just a few little leaves in the background there. You can soften up some of them if you like, just by pushing in on it. And this is a good time now to get rid of those chalk marks. So use a clean flat brush, damp, and then just take the damp brush and wipe away the chalk marks. See how they're disappearing? Disappear. There we go. So they'll disappear when you clean them off. As long as your brush is damp, that will take the chalk off, but it won't disturb your paint. So make sure your paint is dry when you do this, okay? Make sure your paint is all dry. You don't want to smear it. So take off all the chalk marks with a damp brush. Okay, good. Simple as pie. So now what's next is, I think we could add a few more of those little dots here to this here. And you can add some of those. Just keep adding those. Anything else you think that needs work, you know, just keep adding some more of these seeds. And then when you do that, then when you're happy with that, then you can look back at your, petals and see if it needs more highlights. So if it do, then just take out your now if you don't have a filbert brush, you can use a flat brush, okay? So I don't want you to think, oh my god, I can't do this painting. Just use a flat brush, I'll show you. So I'm just going to take some yellow again, and I will probably add some here. So you can use the same. So just use the same, use a flat brush and you'll be fine. Just pull down those little short strokes, that's all. So, you know, I think a few highlights and, oh yes, I wanted to show you one more thing. So I'm just shaping this one up a little bit here. So you can put as many layers on as you want, as long as you remember where the shadows are and where, you know, where you want the light to be and things like that. So I'm just putting that on there. So what was I going to show you? Okay, so I'm taking a liner brush, my little round liner brush, and I'm going to put some yellow on the top of that, and some yellow, and I'm going to make some little, pull these out a little bit so you make them a little bit longer and give more shape, that's all. So you put these little tops on them. There we go. So you want these little tops on your petals, give more shape, you can do it that way. There we go. Here we go again. That one's a bit thick, so I might leave that one. Well, here's one over here. Here's one over here. Let's see if you can see that one. So you just take your brush and pull it out. Make a little bit of a shape there, see? So you can do that with as many of them as you want, okay? So that's that, and now I'll get this back in order. There we go, because I want you to be able to see everything. So like I say, you can highlight with a flat brush. If you don't have a filbert, just use any flat brush to do your sunflower. And do highlights wherever you want them. So go back over, you know, as many coats as you want, but make sure you still only do those streaks. See how when you do those streaks, how it keeps the underneath? So there we go. So you go over as many times as you want. Try not to get just one color. Try to get it so that you can see your shadows, okay? And if you lose your shadows, just put them back in. Don't worry. Don't say, oh my God, I ruined my painting. You won't ruin your painting because you just go back and forth. So if you lose some of your shadow, then you just put it back in. Okay? So there we go. I think, you know, this one's a pretty short video, but I only had a little bit left to do. I mean, I could go on for another half hour or more because I could shape up the edges here. But you can do that. Okay? So you just follow all the steps that I did and then just repeat them on the flower petals if you have to brighten them up a little bit, okay? So that's basically it. So I'll leave that with you. I'll call this finished. You don't have to call it finished. You can continue working on it. And I really would love to see it when it's done, actually. If you'd like to send it to me, I would love to see it. So that's close to what we had here. Here we go. And that's that one. So I hope you enjoyed this video on sunflower, and you go ahead and have some fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now. Bye for now. Happy painting, Allison Pryor.